How's it going, everybody? My name is Rewind the Gamer. This is part 13 of FPL. And in game week 25, I managed a pretty goddamn good score. 81 points to the average, which is 48, and the highest was 128. I ranked 60,020th for this game week. And yeah, let's take a look at the team. Barich, Shaw, Dzeko, and Eriksson all only earned 1 point apiece, which was kind of unfortunate, but luckily other players on my team managed to step up, like Ivanovic with 11 points, Company with 8, and of course Hazard here with 42 points because he was my captain. And also in the team, Suarez got 5 points, Rodriguez had 2, same with Cazorla. And on the bench, Speroni would have had 4 points for me had I played him. Mariappa actually came out for an automatic substitution with Company because Mariappa didn't play. And here, Hernandez ended up playing 45 minutes because another Swansea player came out injured. And he managed 2 assists in the second half, which was really nice to see. So it kind of makes me not want to sell him as much as I had wanted to prior, because now he might get some more playing time. And here, Koscielny would have got 0 points because Arsenal conceded 5 goals, which is crazy. Kind of really happy with how things went. 81 points is a remarkable score, I would say, for this game week, especially since the average was so low. I'm actually kind of surprised that that it was so low. I mean, Liverpool scored 5 goals. Chelsea scored 3 and had a shutout. I guess mainly it would be the Manchester City not scoring that would probably keep a lot of scores down for this game week. But there were a lot of clean sheets. So I guess maybe the people that would have benefited the most from this game week would have been people that played 4 or 5 defenders. But I only played 3 and I only kept 2 clean sheets. But fortunately, the 2 defenders that did keep clean sheets also both got bonus points, and Ivanovic even got an assist. So I went up in the majority of my leagues, which is really nice to see. Jumped to 187,000th overall. And I think that's really all I have to say for the past game week. So let's look ahead to game week 26 and the team that I have set up for that. So we have Barich, Shaw, Company, and Ivanovic. And then in the midfield, we have Eriksson, Mata, Cazorla, and Hazard. And up top, Suarez, Rodriguez, and Sturridge. I decided to use my 1 free transfer to get rid of Dzeko and bring in Sturridge because Liverpool have been scoring goals like crazy, and they have a match away to Fulham and then home to Swansea. So I definitely expect them to put some more goals in. And I've said it many times that I don't like to double up on people in like the same position. I don't really like doing this, having 2 Liverpool players up top. But I mean, with the team scoring as many goals as Liverpool have been, I think that it's going to work out much better than having Dzeko here. And if for any reason this doesn't work out for me, I can easily use one of my free transfers down the line to replace somebody. I think I'm going to keep Rodriguez throughout the rest of the season just because, I mean, he's really cheap, and he's still is fairly consistent for somebody who is as cheap as he is. Well, now if you're looking at getting him now, I would still recommend it, but he's not as cheap as he was when I bought him. I might have bought him at 6.1 or 6.3 million. But decided to pretty much keep the same lineup. The same people are on the bench, and the only thing that is different would be Sturridge. Gonna still play Eriksson, even though he only played 58 minutes against Everton. But if he's more involved against Newcastle, I can definitely see him playing the full match. And I see Tottenham doing more things away to Newcastle than I see Swansea doing away to Stoke at the moment. So that's kind of why I made that decision. And Eriksson's more nailed on than Hernandez anyway. As for captaincy, I'm not entirely sure. I usually contemplate the decision, like throughout the time in between game weeks, and then pretty much the day before matches is when I confirm who I'm gonna make my captain. But for now, I just decided to give it to Suarez. Sturridge only played 65 minutes against Arsenal, so it makes me think that he's going to be able to play. He's going to definitely play the full 90 against Fulham, but just in case, I just gave it to Suarez for now. And yeah, that's probably who I will. That might be who I just keep it with, or you know what I mean. Who ends up actually being my captain for the game week. Now, I can't really think of too much else to say, but I can come down here and say that my team value is 109.5 million, and in the bank I have 100, or no, I wish I had 100 in the bank. That'd be crazy. I have 1.6 million in the bank, and I could invest that soon because I'm looking to get rid of Mariappa and Speroni just because I have some matches coming up. But talking about some other things other than FPL, I want to talk about MLS fantasy for a little bit because the MLS season is going to be starting up sooner than later. Next month is actually when it starts, and you can make your MLS fantasy team as of, I think, a week ago or a couple of days ago. But I made my team, and they made quite a few changes from the last season because I did do MLS fantasy last season, and I finished like 1.1 thousandth, and I gave up when things got into the playoffs just because I didn't really like it. But I finished 1.1 thousandth, but there really aren't too many people that actually do it. There's 26,000 total people that did it last season. But I might make videos, I might not, just because I think I'm much better at MLS fantasy than I am at the EPL. And I kind of feel like I could do some really cool things in MLS fantasy. So I don't know, we'll see. That might or might not happen. But for now, I'll just be making these videos and some videos for The Last of Us. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye. No kisses.